Hi everyone, I'm Rosa. I'm a poet, I'm an artist, and I'm a baker. Before I found this job, I spent about 10 years in quite exploitative hospitality jobs. I've kind of finally stumbled on one a few years ago that is quite good. I mean, it's Bank Holiday Saturday and I'm here, so what does that tell you? I managed to get a day off. Anyway, a wee bit about me. As I said, I've spent the last decade or so trying to balance a full-time job with a part-time art practice, which is no easy task. But luckily for me, working in a sector like I do comes hand in hand with people watching and storytelling, so I write a lot about working. I do write about other stuff, but when I'm here for Edinburgh May Day, I thought best to do some poems about the world of work. Or my world of work anyway. This is my first performance of the year. I've been kept busy screen printing weird wee bird drawings onto t-shirts as modelled by me today. I'm basically always doing about 5 things at once, but today I'm a poet, so I better get on with it. This one is for my fellow creatives who pay the bills another way. This is a pep talk to my burnt out self. My hands have burns on them from steam wands and cuts from grabbing things in a hurry, from cupboards with razor-sharp edges. I come home with the best of intentions. My sofa seeps my momentum. Another evening without creativity. Another evening of steeping my feet. My shoes were shoes when I bought them, but now they are coffee slippers and moulded to the shape of my feet. The colour faded and withered, and I only write about work now, rants about the industry. My head is too preoccupied to think particularly creatively and even creatively. I sometimes feel like we only have use to people when we make money for entities out with our communities, but from the past few wild years it's clear to see that as a part-time creative working full-time in hospitality, I am your glue. So while you drink your coffee and read your wee book, I think, where would you be without people like me? And ultimately, that gets me through. Thanks. I wrote that one when I was working in Cafe Nero, and I also wouldn't recommend. This next one's called The Long Night. It's 4 AM, I'm tired, this shift is a blur, and I hear the wee lassie in front of me slur. My feet fucking hurt, and I think me too as she wobbles then stumbles and takes off her shoes before asking me, any BBQ sauce? A couple would be fab, if you could. Only she slurs it so badly that I've not understood, and with weedy eyes I look at her, confused as the lass behind her gives me a sympathetic smile, because she works in the pub, and although she's been done a while, the blisters on her feet are still displeased that she's standing in a queue to buy herself a feast after a bloody long night pouring pints for a sea of sleaze. Yes, young barmaid and I lock eyes and shake our heads, although not in surprise, as Johnny the big man skips her in the queue. Yes, we can certainly tell that he's had a few. He's got his glad rags on. He says, doll, my taxi's nearly here. This line's too fucking long. I say, I'm sorry to hear that, but you'll have to wait. He storms off shouting, ridiculous, rejoins his steaming mates at the back of the queue. Yes, Johnny, the big man, has had more than a few, and I feel like a sticky, sweaty, icky, smelly mess serving guys and gals once dressed to impress, but now their glad rags are covered in dregs of their Friday night. Aye, you've sussed it. That's right, I'm on the night shift at McDonald's. I never actually worked in McDonald's, but I did work in Wetherspoons and then go to McDonald's after my shift. So I was the barmaid in that little story. This is a new one, actually. I've never performed it before, and I wrote it after a conversation I had with a pal about, I guess, a different kind of work, specifically about how weird it feels in today's world of social media, trying to make online content for your art, and how alien and far away it feels from the way we once created as feral teenagers and young adults in our bedrooms. I don't have a firm title for it yet, but at the moment I've been calling it "Come Spend a Day in the Studio with Me." Putting lipstick on to film myself drawing, red, which matches my t-shirt, and a detail in the background of a well-lit room. Daylight is best to look pretty and professional and neat, well edited, groomed. A 3-second video clip to show me, the person who drew it, for the people need to see process and chat. The story of this drawing must be shared in short and sexy format. I keep my eyes burrowed onto the paper, try not to break the fourth wall, tracing invisible lines over a drawing I finished a month ago for the content of it all. I put lipstick on today to film myself drawing, and when I think of this very fact, I remember a night in my old bedroom making art on the floor in my old flat. I can see her, sprawled out on her bedroom floor at midnight, had got back from the pub, unable to stop thinking about that one sentence her friend said to her that made her feel something. And that thought stuck with her as she got on the bus home and listened to music, staring out the window. Of course it was raining as she people watched, and of course the people were interesting. The itch was there. She walked up the stairs, hasn't even taken her shoes off, hair a total mess, sitting in bedroom lamplight in a moment of total uninterrupted privacy, lying with her stomach on a pillow, cutting up old artworks from the bottom of a forgotten box of art crap and pasting them together. A complete and utter nostalgia clusterfuck, nostalgic for everything anyone has ever said to her in her life, and every time it's been raining when she got back from the pub, and every time food tasted nice. Sometimes in this world it wasn't nostalgia but rage. Sometimes the energy was her fingers typing or writing, or in her voice as she said sentences aloud, processing the head fuck that is being alive. Fuck this fucking place, she might say sometimes. Stand up for what you believe in by standing together, she might say other times. I love everyone so much it hurts, she might say. Another night, the four walls of a bedroom alive, a cocoon from which something emerges. Something. Not a butterfly, just something, a mark, and then it's 4 a.m. and the carpet is thick with little bits of paper remnants from cutouts, forgotten conversations, lines and colours, or her fingers are a little numb from typing. The thoughts she creates in these moments, the marks, the actions, may well wind up shared with friends or the public, or they might then be tucked neatly away into the back of a sketchbook, the back of a drawer, the bottom of a box or a Word doc, and recycled later for a new thought, a new something, a new mark, but the process was private. I know that girl, but I know that she does not know me. I am 30 and she is 25. It is only 5 years ago. Technology has not changed that much, but she would never put fucking lipstick on just to do a drawing. When I perform, I like to go out with a bang, so I'll finish with a raging one that I wrote when I was 21 and worked in Wetherspoons. This is dear old drunk dudes talking to women, working behind the bar. And there's a lot of swear words in this one. Apologies. I'm too tired to fucking smile, pal, feet blistered and throbbing for some fucking time, pal, paper cut stinging from chopping fucking limes, pal, and yet you slur. Where's your fucking smile, pal? You know fucking what? I'll tell you where it is, pal. I left it on my break, eating food I had to pay for, pal. I left it on my plate, the last I've ate for hours, pal, and still you slur. Where's your fucking smile, gal? I smile when staff think my sexuality means I want to rate girls out of 10. These dudes sneer and snigger, I squirm in discomfort yet again, but that's just life, innit? Don't want to be a moany bitch, so here's my fucking smile, there, but flickering like a glitch. Oh shit. I can hear sniggers from that cluster. Avoid, avoid, avoid with all the energy you can muster. Hey pretty lady, I like the way you're built. Smile, smile, forget your embarrassment, your guilt. My son thinks you're a gorgeous hen, just take the compliment and go. Pretend their eyes don't follow you, do your job, don't put on a show. And so, I'm too tired to fucking smile, pal, because I do it all day and all fucking night, pal, and you might not be the worst of them, but my patience wears so thin, pal, and yet you slur. Where's your fucking smile, girl? Thank you very much, everyone.